So, I wasn't going to do a video on this, but I kind of... It's played on my mind, and this was the live that we saw with Ernie Shell, and his... Well, to me, it looked like a complete kind of breakdown. It's clear that he was on some form of narcotic, let's put it that way, and it looked like he had perhaps taken too much of it rather than going the other way. And it just led me to think, look, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a story, and those who are members of the channel, they'll know, but this, what we saw with Ernie, and why it kind of struck a chord with me, is because this happened in my life. When I was younger, my mum had a psychotic break, and she basically, it woke up one day and that was it. It was like, the day was just completely surreal. We'd just gone on, it was, I can't even explain it, but it was madness. A female who'd not had any issues like this before had just descended into complete and utter chaos. And just so you are aware, it did end up with my mum jumping into the road and being hit by a lorry. But when I saw the way that Ernie Shell was behaving, it kind of, like I say, it resonated, because I just thought, this is happening. And I thought to myself, why is it happening? You know, has this Summer Wells case just turned people into animals, so they're bullying people to that extent? Or is it making people who have got fragile minds do things that they shouldn't be doing, or perhaps getting access to stuff that they shouldn't have access to? You know, we've got to remember, if people are suffering, if they have proclivities towards narcotics and they have underlying issues that mean that they have to take them, and then you've got a subscriber base who loves them to pieces, so they're sending them money, they're sending them cash apps, but you are feeding that monster. It's almost like, I don't know. I can't quite put my finger on it. Maybe it's a mixture. Maybe it's a mixture that what you're seeing is people descending into chaos, but YouTube is acting as a conduit to chaos. And that's got to change. Something's got to give. Either people have got to start being more vigilant about themselves, so the likes of Ernie has to take a bit of responsibility and understand that if he is that way, that he is dependent on narcotics, and this platform is feeding that and it's leading him down a dark path, then it is his responsibility to make the first step. Maybe talk to people on the lives and open up about it if he's ready to do that. You know, there are people who love this guy and they will listen to him. And I have no, you know, I've not always said nice things about him because he's stuck his fucking oar into everything. You know, he's put himself front and centre in things, and even if he's got good intentions, he's also done exactly the same as what Benny Keys has. He can't criticise Benny for being anything other than Benny when he's the same. He's exactly the same. They are just different people on the same fucking journey. And look, one of them embraces it in a completely different way. But look, what are we doing? Are we just going to bully people to the point where they can't cope? Or are we just going to feed their darkness? Because they don't end up in very good places. And I've seen it firsthand. I've seen it, and it's sad. It's sad. And it's got to change. It's got to change.